circles. Some words about circles. So first we have to remember what is a circle. A circle is a collection of all points in a plane which are at a constant distance from a fixed point. So a circle is a collection of all points in a plane which are at a fixed distance from a fixed point. The constant distance, this distance is called what? Radius. That you are very familiar, radius. The fixed distance is called radius. The fixed point is called what? Center of the circle. So this point center we can mark as O. Suppose this point is A, then OA is the radius. OA is the radius of the circle. Actually, what is the radius of the circle? The line segment OA. Here in this figure it is line segment OA. That is, you are joining the center to any point on the circle. So radius is the line segment which is joining the center to any point on the circle. So the length is called radius. This length is called the radius. Now, next point we can see a chord. What is a chord? Chord means, suppose we are selecting 2 points here, X and Y. If you are joining X and Y, this line segment is called chord. And what is it? Chord means the line segment joining any 2 points on the circle. Any 2 points on the circle. And suppose this chord which is passing through the center. Suppose you are selecting a chord like this, which is passing through the center. Now this point is C and this point is D. Now what about this length CD? It is also a chord because C and D are the endpoints. These 2 points are points on the circle. Now which is passing through the center also. So we can say this name also you have studied. What is that? Diameter. So what is that? Diameter. Diameter is the line segment joining any 2 points on the circle which is passing through the center. And also we can say that diameter is the longest chord. Diameter is the longest chord. So radius and here it is diameter. Now you can see OD. OD is the radius. And also OC. That also a radius. Now we can see that CD means what? Radius plus radius. That means diameter equal to 2 radius. Diameter equal to 2R. This relation you need to remember. Diameter is 2 times the radius. Now we can see another point here. Suppose this point is M and this point is N. So you can see this part of the circle, MN. This part of the circle, portion of the circle, a piece of the circle. This MN is called arc. Arc of the circle. So the next point is what? Arc. Arc of the circle means on the circle you are selecting a piece, a portion of the circle. The endpoints M and N here in the figure, and this portion, it is called arc. Now suppose you are selecting the diameter CD. Again consider CD. So this CD is dividing the total circle into 2 parts. This portion CD, this also CD. Now you can see this CXD. It is CXD. It is an arc. The same way CMD. You can see the name CMD. CXD an arc. CMD also an arc. Now you can see that these two are having the same length. So CXD and CMD, these two are half of the circle we can say. Half of the circle. Half of the circle is called semicircle. That also you have already studied. So semicircle. This length is half of the circle. This length also half of the circle. So diameter CD divides the circle into 2 equal parts. Both are semicircles. Half of the length of the circle. So it is semicircle. Now here it is an arc, and here CXD, CMD, these two are semicircles. Now again we can see another circle. See this figure. Suppose the center is a circle, we are selecting center O, and you are selecting a arc again. One arc again we are selecting, which is MN. Same name, MN. So this arc you can see it is, just you consider the diameter AB. In this figure diameter is AB and MN is an arc. You can say that this MN is having the length, the arc is having the length smaller than a semicircle, smaller than half of the circle. So this arc is called minor arc. What is that? Minor arc. Now another arc also we can see. This M to this way N. That is MAN. MAN. So this other arc, the other part is called major arc. What is that? Major arc. Then what is a major arc? Major arc is an arc having length more than a semicircle. More than a semicircle. So next, a circle is given. Here you can see that inside the circle, that portion is called interior of a circle. Interior of a circle means inside the circle. So here it is interior portion, inside the circle. Next is outside the circle. The portion which is outside the circle is called what? Exterior. So exterior portion means what? Outside the circle. So here it is outside the circle, exterior. Now the third is the boundary itself. Boundary is the circle. So the boundary, that is the circle, divides the plane into three parts: exterior, interior and the circle, that is the boundary. Boundary which is the circle, so interior and exterior. Now the next point is, you have already studied. Next, sector. Sector of a circle. Sector means a circle is given. Here the center is given O. Now we are selecting here OA, a radius. Same way another, the point B is here OB, it is another radius. Now the region covered by the two radii and the corresponding arc. The region covered by two radii and the corresponding arc, it is called a sector. Now here we can say that this portion is, this sector is smaller one, because it is smaller than a semicircle. So it is called minor sector. Minor sector. Now the remaining portion, you know, it is more than half of the circle. It is called major sector. It is called major sector. So it is smaller than a semicircle, therefore it is minor sector, and the next one is major sector. Now one more idea you have studied. Next is segment. You have studied segment. Segment means what? The region covered by, suppose a chord is given AB. The region covered by the chord AB and this corresponding arc. So this portion, this shaded portion is a segment. And here it is, here also we can say minor and major. It is smaller than a semicircle, therefore smaller than a semicircular region, therefore it is minor segment. And what about the remaining portion? Here it is major segment. Minor segment and major segment. Now one more point is there. If you are selecting a circle and a diameter, that is, suppose diameter is AB given. Now this portion we are selecting, that is the semicircle we are shading. Half of the circle we are shading. This portion is semicircular region. Semicircular region. So here the center is O. Now you can see AB is a diameter, and so OB and OA, two radii, and it is an arc AB. Therefore it is a sector. And also AB is a diameter, it is a chord, and also AB, the region bounded by the chord and the arc. Therefore it is a segment also. So a semicircular region is sector and a segment both.